Hello, welcome back. This is NEC Total Practice 1, Spring 2020, Section 2 and Section 3 online keyboard class. I'm Jiaqi. I'm very nice to meet all of you. Now, I back to China. Since the quarantine and the coronavirus, I have to do the self-isolation in the hotel for 14 days, so I cannot make the video with my keyboard. So today I can only show on my computer the screen about how to practice the upcoming assignment. Before I move forward to introduce the 2/6 chord about keyboard, I have following announcement and I will talk how the online keyboard class will moving forward. First, so we have the 5 weeks, the rest of 5 weeks, right? We will have every week we will study a new topic, and basically we will not have the online video check assignment like we did in the computer lab G16 G03 in NEC. You will only submit your audio or video recording throughout the new study system, right? And I will grade you every week for the assignment. If you want additional tutoring or additional help, we will make Microsoft. We will make the video chat, or we can go to the Skype, whatever you want. So I can talk to you how you will play the keyboard and like to understand better for the rest of lecture. Professor David, he will prepare all the total practice, the theory video, and do the live streaming or video recording, all of the teaching strategy. So from my perspective, since we are all in a different time zone, the keyboard class we will not meet in the 5 p.m. Monday or Wednesday. So basically you will only review the lecture and then submit your assignment. If you want any help, please send me a message and we can do the online teaching in the Microsoft if you want, okay? For the keyboard exam, I want to congratulate to all of you in the midterm that you all did a great job. So I very appreciate that I work with all of you before the midterm and you really make a good improvement. Your progress learning is really helpful for me. I really appreciate, especially some of you in the beginning of the semester cannot play the 1451 with a lot of struggle, but in the midterm they do really well, a lot of improvements. I think all of you are working very hard and really support my teaching. So this is, as a TA, I'm really glad. So thank you for all of your work. That if you still don't know your midterm grade, you can go to the new system. I already post all of the grade on the midterm and all of the comments regarding how many points you earn in each section. Okay, so this week is our first week for the online teaching. We will study the cadential progression CP8. Okay, as the screen shows in here, you need to get your tonal practice keyboard packet. If you didn't bring to home, that's fine. You can go to here, right? Tonal practice 1 section 2, you can click resource first, and then you find tonal practice 1 spring 2020 keyboard packet, and then you can open the keyboard packet, and then all of the progression. You will see all of the contents that we will use in this class. Okay. So for the CP8, we will introduce a new chord. This chord is called 2/6 chord. I remember before the midterm we talked about in the tonal practice class. So 2/6 chord actually is a new chord that we introduced in the tonal music. As you know, the 2 chord is a predominant function. If you want to call it a subdominant function, if you want. It always proceeds by 5 chord, right? 2/6 usually used before the 5 or before cadential 6/4. That's very normal. For the CP8 progression, since I don't have keyboard, since I'm in the hotel, I will play with you this progression. Again, now you can sing the bass or sing the soprano. 1, 2. Yes, so this progression uses a soprano scale degree 1, 1, 2, 7, 1 in the soprano. So let's review about scale degree. The scale degree means that the note, right, the pitch in that key. The 1 actually in the C major is Do, right? And the 2 is Re. And the 7 is Si. So that's about the scale degree. So look this progression. Now I bring the scale degree to here. For the CP8, the only change, right? The only little bit about the new stuff is the 2/6 chord up in here. Some of you may understand, or some of you may not. This 2/6 chord. Oh, let me cancel this. The 2/6 chord has some of the things that we need to memorize. First, we talked about. Oh my God, what's that? Let's delete. Okay, let's ignore that bracket. The 2/6 chord, different than 1/6, 4/6, 5/6. We talked about the first inversion of 1/4/5 before the midterm. And I always talk with you that we do not double the third, right? Never double the third. Never, never, never. Because you will make the parallel 8th and the parallel 5th in 1/6, 4/6, 5/6. So now the 2/6 chord in the keyboard, the rule is a little bit different. I know in some of the writing exercise or in the theory textbook, they might like you to double the 5th or double the 3rd. However, in the keyboard, we only double the 3rd, right? So this progression, 1/6, 2/6, 5 to 1, in the 2/6 chord, if you see, there is a blue note that I highlight. So we double the 3rd. 2/6 chord, the 3rd of 2/6 chord in C major is F, Fa. So we double the Fa, right? And then we move to the contrary motion, right? The soprano going down by 3rd, the bass going up by a step. So that's move to the contrary motion by 2/6 to 5. So whenever you play a progression that ending with 2/6, 5 to 1, the soprano scale degree you can always use 2/7/1. Da, da, da. So that's the very normal cadence. Many of composers end the cadence with perfect authentic cadence by using 2/6, 5 to 1, right? With 2/7/1 in the end of the soprano line. Okay. I think the CP8, from my perspective, is really easy. It's not that the progression is easy because we studied the CP4. If you remember, in the CP4, we play 1-1-1-7-1, right? With 1-6, 4, 5, 1. So now, from the 4 chord to the 2/6 chord, we only change one soprano note. Let me show you. So now, if I change to this chord, Fa, Fa, La, Do, right? Fa, Fa, La, Do. This chord will be 4 chord. It will be CP4 that we studied before. So the only change from the CP4 to CP8 is that we only change the soprano. Now the soprano become a Re, D, right? So that will become a 2/6 chord in this progression. Okay, so this is the first progression. Second, with a different soprano scale degree, we will study about, let me show the soprano scale degree, 3, 3, 4, and 2, 3. So this is the second progression, right? Which is CP8 section B. The only difference is that we start on the soprano scale degree in the third of C major, rather than a tonic. So now this is 3 3 4 2 3. Let me play this progression with you. You can sing the bass or sing the soprano. Okay, so that's the progression. I think it's really similar from the 11271. The only change I already told about is to change the soprano scale degree. And in the past, we studied the CP4. The third chord is written like a 4 chord in the root position. This is from CP4. Let me play with you again. And now CP8 move the alto voice, right, do to the re to become a 2/6 chord. So the 2/6 chord and 4 chord, the difference is that the quality, the sound of the sonority. The 4 chord, as we listen, is really like a major triad. The sound is really like, really resonant. Let me only play this chord. Right? So now the 2/6 chord is the first inversion of the minor triad. This is actually a minor chord. It sounds a little darker than the 4 chord in the root position. Right? Okay. So that's the progression we need to study in this week. I think without my more explanation, you will be able to recognize the 2/6 chord, the difference between the 4 chord and 2/6 chord. Okay. What I think it's about from the rest of the semester, we will all continue to practice keyboard. I know some of you cannot access a keyboard. Maybe you don't have a piano in your home. That's fine. So for the assignment, for the recording project, if you think you are harder to find a keyboard, you are really difficult to buy a keyboard or something else, the NEC keyboard department can allow you to record your assignment in your own instrument. For example, if I play the violin, right? I don't have keyboard, that's fine. You can get your violin and then play the 4 voice by arpeggiating all the voice separately from the bass to the soprano. But however, your arpeggiation must have a good voice leading, right? I know the violin cannot play the 4 notes together like bang 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 like a keyboard. It's okay. So you just arpeggiate each voice separately and then make a good voice leading. That's okay. So that's for today. In the last, I will show you about the plan. So the first week, this is just an introduction to the online keyboard teaching and the 2/6 chord, CP7, CP8, right? The assignment is due this Sunday, 11:59 p.m. in the New York time, I will say, like Boston time. So the 2 assignment is that record CP8, right, in the B flat major. So now I already show you how to do the CP8 in the C major. You just transpose this progression to the B flat major. That's the first assignment, right? Let me show the bracket. The first assignment. Okay, in the rest of part 3 3 4 2 3, this part is called CP8 section B. The assignment is to play the progression first in D major and B minor, and then do the vocal arpeggiating up from the tenor. For example, now I play the clarinet. I don't have the keyboard. How to do this exercise? I use the clarinet to play the bass note do, right? And then I play. Do, do, mi, la, do, mi, la, re, fa, so, si, re, so, do, mi. That's the way how you do the vocal arpeggiation exercise, right? So that's for this week, all assignments. And next week, we will introduce a new chord that is the hardest part, very challenged in the tonal practice 1 keyboard, which is 5/7 chord in root position, right? Introduction to the complete 5/7 and incomplete 5/7 chord is really challenging. So I'm very excited to make a second video recording. The next time I will use my own piano to show you the finger, to show you more details instead of just the screen teaching, okay? Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know. I will be very happy to help you. Okay, thank you. So that's for today.